this radio when the Jeep isn't running. I don't know if it's my battery losing power or just having a bad ground, but just was on the way into there and noticed the Kenmore Lake was backing up the Gentleman Net. Had noticed the disabled vehicle in the left lane, so I just kind of wanted to give you guys a heads up that was backing up. Traffic is a little bit on the odd side today, and people driving crazy, so just be careful. I'm going to go ahead and turn it back over to you here, NTAD, that's KH Canada Group, back over to Net Control.
Roger. Thanks a lot there. Appreciate the report there, Elmer. Catch a couple of decent trains, and you have a great start to your week. Did I call Tom WA8GXX? If I did, sorry for doing it again. If not, I'm going to call Tom WA8GXX.
Yeah, good morning, Dave. Yeah, you was going to call me, and then you got a couple other ones there first. But that's okay. Hope you had a nice weekend, and I know things are getting busy there for you. Thanks for being there, and you have a great day. Try to keep warm. NTAD, WA-GXX.
Roger. Sorry about that. Still working on the coffee here, Tom. And, yeah, I got a couple of concerts up in Cleveland this week, so that just makes the nights go very late, and then the next day just starts too soon. So have a good one. Happy Monday. Thanks for being here. Do appreciate it, and be safe. Let's see. Let's grab some of our DXers here. Let's start with Nancy, KI5OZZ. Good morning, Nance. All right, we'll circle back for Nancy here. Let's try Ray, K5, CFY. This is NTAT.
Hey, K5, CFY. Good morning, Dave. Good to hear you in there, my friend. Got my Monday started off good. Thanks for that. Appreciate everybody that keeps the Barometer Net going. Not much going on here. It's cold, and we haven't seen the sun in 3 or 4 or 5 days. I don't know, but hopefully it's going to come out today. We'll see. But anyway, thanks for doing the hosting the net, and thanks for getting me in there. And I'll be listening. So back to you, Dave. K5 CFY.
Always nice to say hi to you on a Monday morning there, Ray. Please give Fred an extra treat for me, if you will. And you have yourself a great start to your week. Let's see here. Let's go up north, find John, N8YMY, so he can get serious about his work there. John, he's by the radio. We can circle back for John. He's probably moving, doing some work up there or down in Canton there. Randy, KD8ZSH, and then we'll try OG. Good morning, Randy. How are you and the pups doing? Sorry your daughter's having the headaches there. I hope she can get better throughout the week. Try Randy one more time. KD8ZSH, NTAT. Randy might be busy with stuff at home there. Let's try Mark, probably at the grindstone. K4OG. Good morning, Mark.
Yeah, we're at the grind. We came in to pick up some pennies, but I can't find any pennies, so we're going to join John and just pick up the nickels. And, Dave, the coffee's working for you, man. You're running this net at about an extra clip and a half. So good luck with that, and have a great day. K4OG, back to net.
right there, Mark. And nice to see you. I'm going to work on that soup later on this afternoon. And, yeah, audio sounds better now. Whatever you did is working. So have a good start to your week. Happy Monday. And we'll to run into you sometime soon. Let's try Southern Mark, KE8SFS. Over to you.
Yeah, good to hear you, Dave, and everybody. Good morning. We got 20 degrees here, mostly clear, so we're going to have some sunshine. It's supposed to be turning into partly cloudy. Gas price, I didn't check it. I think it's 274 to 278 still. That's what it was yesterday. I know I got gas yesterday at 277. Let me drop this for a bit. And I'm going to a Christmas party today. The senior center here in Wadsworth, they're having a Christmas party. I signed up for it, and so we're going to have fun. And the high school kids are going to come in, and they're going to serve us and stuff like that, so we're going to have some fun. And only for a couple hours, no alcohol or but we're doing okay and everything, like I said. And then I gotta go to church tonight, and out of that, doing okay and everything. And I didn't get my new bed nut yet. I'm still on the couch. It didn't come in Saturday as I expected. It might come today. Watch it come when I'm, in the doggone Christmas party instead. And that's my luck. But all that, doing okay and everything. So I'm going to get it back to you, Dave. Q8, sir, Porto, sir.
All right there, Mark. Wishing you the best. Hope you get the furniture thing all straightened out and everything gets back on an even keel by the end of the week. You take care of yourself. Northern Mark, stand by. Before we wrap up the dog pound here, I just want to call in, take a short break for mobile short time in and out only. Mobile short time in and out only. Then we'll get back to regular check-ins. Please call the Barometer Net now.
Please copy Echo 8, Uniform, India Bravo, KE8, UIP, John, Mobile.
Please copy November 7, Victor, Alpha, November, and 7, VAN. Ryan Mobile, I'll be in and out today, Dave, 73.
All right, thanks for your in and out there, Brian. I got you there, John, and I'm assuming you've got Lori with you. Go ahead.
W8WKY.
From KA UIB. Good morning, Dave, everybody out there on the net. And I am also accompanied by KF8DTP.
Good morning, Dave, and the net.
All right, you guys, it is Monday once again. It is start to another long week before Christmas, and let me see. We are doing this lovely drive from Hartville. We are on Fulton Street, Jackson, right now, and traffic is a little on the heavy side this morning. So it is definitely a Monday, and we did hit a small patch of black ice at a four-way stop sign, you guys. So there's a little bit of slick spots out there. Just FYI, guys. But with that, it's Monday. I just want to say hello to everybody and wish everybody a great week. This is K8UIB along with KF8DTP, living the $5 dream a nickel at a time. We will hand this back over to Net Control. 7-3, y'all. Thanks for running the net, Dave.
very best to you and Laurie. Grab as many nickels as you both can. Fill all those pockets. We'll listen for you, checking in throughout the week. And you guys take care. Be safe. All right, let's get back to Northern Mark, KC8FQV. Good morning, Mark.
Morning, Dave, KC8FQV. Yeah, mayhem has begun again on the Route 8 bridge. Yeah, they've now made the shoehorn. Holy smokes. Hell, I don't think people are going to like traveling this. I venture to say we'll have a few wrecks this week there on that stretch of road. But, yeah, I went to Columbus over the week. Well, Cincinnati for the Coaster Club. So that was good. Came back through Columbus. Oh, Columbus spits you out fast when you go through. Me and Mark know if Mark goes to 71 up, right up through downtown, wow, it's quick. Yeah, it's very quick. You go through there now. No, you don't gotta have your head on a spin. Don't know what to look for. You just go. But yeah, Route 8. Yeah, they put everything over on the new bridge. Yeah, I went across the old bridge last Wednesday when I went to Cuyahoga Falls Christmas party. I said, well, I'm going to go that way home. So, yep, they did it yesterday. They must have done it overnight, last night or yesterday and overnight. They're still working on the north end. So, it's going to be that way for a year or more with that. And yeah, JX, I didn't see him on the dashboard. So, I'll send it back to net control, KC8FQV.
All right there, Mark. I'll give them a call here shortly at the bottom of the list. And, yeah, I take that bridge every Monday, going to rehearsal and back. So we'll check out the new routes tonight. You have a good one, and have a happy Monday. Let's see. Added KI5DAY to the list here for the next group. Let's go back and see if I can find Nancy, KI5OZZ.
NT8D and the rest of the Barometer Netizens, good morning from KI5OZZ. Yep, sorry, busy this morning, so I'll make it quick. Good to hear you there, Dave, and everyone else out there. Have a magnificent Monday, KI5OZZ, back to net.
Roger, Nancy. I figure you got a life, so thanks for taking a moment to say hi. Have a good start to your week. Be safe, and have a happy Monday. Let's see. Let's stand by there, Mark. I'm going to get to you in a minute here. Let me get a couple locals, and then we'll go get our weather report from Mark in Tennessee, and then we'll take some more check-ins. W8TD, John. Heard you up early this morning. We'll send it to you, and then we'll go get Chuck, LJ.
Morning, Dave. NT8D. And the net, W8TD. Very little to report this morning. I kind of missed out on the pre-net roundtable because I was distracted playing with free DV, which I suggest people look into. It's not very demanding of processor power. If you've ever operated FTA, you already have all the necessary connections and cables. Just download the program and turn it on. There you go. It's amazing how good it sounds. Sounds much more like FM than like single sideband. And it uses only 2 kilohertz of bandwidth, and you can work it down into the noise. Magical stuff. Recommend people take a listen. And my primary interest has always been and always will be high-frequency bands, but we have a great local community here, as the people in the net are certainly aware. So I'm spending time on VHF also, which I never used to do. And remember, folks, Sarah Club does have 2 repeaters. Their 275 machine is up and running and has been for years. It's tri-mode digital, DMR, Fusion, D-Star, and it's getting a lot more active. If you dial up to there, you're much more likely to hear traffic than you would have been in the past. So, hey, let's go play. It's there. Somebody went to the effort and expense of putting it there. Let's enjoy. Talk to everybody soon. See everybody at the party. NT8D, W8TD.
All right, there, John. Thanks very much. Yeah, I gotta start figuring out some of this digital stuff just to play in that sandbox a little bit. I heard one app somebody was talking about. I got to figure out how to make it work. That I downloaded onto the phone here. What is it? Repeater phone. I heard somebody talking about. So I downloaded that. I'll have to figure out how to make that work. So that's one of my projects this winter is try to get more digitally active. I do almost everything on RF, and well, you saw the setup over here, and most all the HF stuff is all single band antennas and stuff. So it's fun. I heard the guys talking earlier this morning before the net about playing on 160. So I have to go check that out. I don't know if I'm up late enough at night though. Hi. Have a good one, John. Hope to see you again very soon. Let's go get Chuck, KB8LJ, and then we'll grab Mark.
NT8D from KB8LJ here. As per usual, I am running the Beds on the Air subnet here in beautiful bucolic North Bedstead, and it's looking like the sun will soon be up if the clouds permitting. And I had an experience this morning when I turned on the HT to see what might be going on my node silence. And that usually means that the node has chosen to disconnect. And so I brought up the app and it said, we've got a red node update. And I have no idea what a red node is, but after it proceeded to horse around and complain about a whole bunch of things, everything started to work again. So I guess I really can't complain all that much on that score. But red node, I have no idea what it is. And on the topic of antennas, my ham radio website has quite a bit of information on antennas there, and I'm into wire antennas, but not the kind of wire antennas other people are talking about, because they're wire antennas for 2 meters and they're made out of 10 gauge aluminum wire, and it's interesting, but it seems to work amazingly well. So KB8LJ, back to net.
Roger. Well, I think one of the things I did is in the back of my mind to play with is fractal antennas. I think that's like how they got all the cell phones to actually work and things like that. So I was going to do a little research into that, but I don't know if I work in the frequency range where that becomes efficient or not. So anyways, thanks a lot. Glad you got things working and playing with everything there, and keep the covers warm there, Chuck. Stand by, Tom. I'm going to put you at the back of the bus here. I got you on the list. It's just I've been bouncing around trying to get different people in at different times. I'm going to go to get our weather report, and then I'll clean up, have Tom back clean up here. WB6BNJ, good morning. Why don't you go ahead and give us your report? This is NT8D.
very good, Dave. This is WB6BJN. You flipped the last three, the last two letters in my call sign. WB6BJN. Good morning. And hope everybody had a great weekend. 30.22.2 on the barometer and rising. 34.3. Feels like 30. Currently 34.3 has been the low so far this morning. That's up from it was 43 yesterday afternoon. So it's pretty chilly back here in the last few weeks really. 93% humidity. 5 from the north, gusting to 6. 5 gusting to 6 from the north on the wind. 32.5 on the dew point, and of course no precip in the last 24. And looks like no precip pretty much through the week in this area. However, in the Midwest, lots of Michigan, Illinois, even could be parts of Ohio too. We're under a train of what we call clippers, Alberta clippers. That is a typical, we're in a classic La Nina pattern where you have this train of clippers that comes through the Midwest, drops a little bit of snow. They're pretty much moisture starved. Places there could be some freezing drizzle, some snow showers, some snow flurries. Could be as much as 1 to 3 inches of snow in some places. So it's going to be cold, and it's going to continue cold, but it will be a little warmer because these clippers do bring some southwesterly winds ahead of them. So we'll warm things up just a bit. That's the good news. Now, let's get into the bad news. A major cold air outbreak coming from the Arctic Circle is favored for much of the nation next weekend, late this week and into the weekend, and that will include us here in the south. We could be in the teens for lows, single digits and teens down here, and it may not get any higher than the upper 20s to mid 30s here, and that means for much of the Midwest it could be even much colder than that. So you want to prepare for this coming the following weekend because it's another shot of really, really cold air is headed into that area. If you live out west and you're listening, California is going to be absolutely beautiful with the exception of the San Joaquin Valley of California. They're socked in with fog and low clouds. They're going to continue that way under very strong high pressure. Get this, places like Yosemite Valley, which is up in the Sierras, could have high temperatures this week of over 70 degrees. And that happens when you get very strong high pressure. You get an inversion layer so that down in the valley it stays in the 40s and up a little higher in some of the foothill and mountain regions it gets up into the 70s. Southern California in the 80s, parts of New Mexico in the 80s, and much of West Texas also under that warm spell out west. So a typical La Nina pattern. There will be part of that cold front that will affect Texas, though, next weekend as well. By the 15th, there could be a shift in the pattern, especially for the West Coast. That's when they do have a chance of some rain, and they certainly need it out there. So there you go. Dave, back to you. Stay on the warm side of the door, folks. It's going to get colder. WB6BJN.
All right there, Mark. I'd like to follow that advice. I'm going to be out in it. And, so I have a little bit of mild dyslexia. I noticed when I tried to type, and I think use that as my reason for not being able to play the piano. So, you have a good morning. Thanks for your report. Be safe, and we'll listen for you throughout the week. Let me grab Tom here. KAHMNT Good morning, Tom. I hope you and Linda are doing well. Thanks for your patience if you're still here, and please make me smile.
NT8D, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Dave, and everybody else that is on the net or listening at this point. Well, the sun is starting to come up a little bit this morning, but we're at a whopping 20 degrees and no wind out there, which is good. And we've had no snow or rain or anything like that in the last 24 hours. And let me see, the barometer's sitting at 30.25. Today's high is going to be another whopping 26 degrees, mostly cloudy with a 1% chance of snow. I think it's too cold to snow out there. I don't think the snow wants to get down and get cold. Something like that, anyhow. Well, weekend went bad. Ohio State lost, and the Browns shouldn't have lost, but they did. So, it was a bad football weekend. Other than that, other things, everything else was going good. What did we do? We didn't really do too much of anything. We kind of stayed in all weekend and got things done around the house here. So, let's see, nothing new going on. So, with that, I'm going to grab a quick nickel. KA8MNT returning. Bob ran out of gas and a bee flew into his car window. Looked at him and said, "You out of gas?" Bob looked at the bee and said, "Yeah." Well, the bee says, "Give me a minute." And he flew away. Minutes later, the bee returned with the entire hive of bees, who all flew into his gas tank. Moments later, they emerged and said, "Try it now." Bob tried and the car started. And Bob says, "Wow, what'd you put in the tank?" BP. And with that, I'm going to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango. Turn everything back over to the Monday morning wonder, NT8D.
Roger. I guess they didn't put the tiger in the tank. Aye. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around, and you have a great start to your week. I'm going to listen for you the rest. And we're going to pick up some check-ins here in just a second. Did I hear earlier a W2HAG or a call sign like that trying to check in?
W8WKY.
Let's go ahead. This is the W8WKY SaraNet. This is Dave, NT8D, your net control operator for Monday morning. Taking check-ins, taking any and all check-ins. If you're mobile or short time for any reason, please let me know.
November 8th, Whiskey Sugar, Bill in New London.
Kilo Delta 8, Quebec Mike Papa, 88 QMP, Thomas, Homestead Township.
November 8, Victor, Foxtrot Kilo, N8VFK, Cliff, Columbia Station.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Oscar X-Ray, KE8, VOX Scott, Vermilion.
NT8D, this is Kilo Echo 8, Victor Quebec X-Ray, KE8, VQX, Joe, in Akron.
Whiskey
W8HAF in Columbia Station. Name is Dan.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8VZA, Eric in Strongsville. I'll be in and out today, Dave. 73, everyone.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up here. Added to the list, Whiskey Sugar, QMP, VFK, VOX, VQX. I think I heard PJW in there. AJF and VZA in and out. Thank you, Eric. Be safe and have a happy Monday. Anybody else?
N8YMY. Probably I missed you this morning, Dave. Sorry, I've been real busy at work. Just wanted to say hi, good morning. Stay warm, 7-3s. We're in and out.
All right there, John. I figured you were busy working when we called you. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Be safe and have a happy Monday. We'll listen for you throughout the week. Take care. I'll go to the top of this list. Start out with Bill, get our space weather. Thank you, Bill. N8WS from NTAD.
NTAD in the group, N8WS. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, all in that. Air quality index this morning is 44. That's in the good range. My sunrise 740, my sunset 502. Length of day. Come on. Lousy advertisement. 9 hours and 21 minutes. I got 21 degrees this morning. 78%. Wind speed northeast at 9. Barometer 3023. Dew point 15 degrees. Visibility 10 miles. Wind chill temperature is 11 degrees. Prediction for today. Partly sunny with a high near 27. East wind 6 to 10 miles an hour. It's going to be a kind of a quiet day today, I think. Solar flux indices at 194. Sunspot number 131. A is 8, K is 0. Geomagnetic field is inactive. No east skip predicted. And if you were on the radio over the weekend, it was 160 meters contest. I listened a little bit, and my radio's got a problem. I can't transmit. Topo is at a 0. That's expected this time of year. Spaceweather.com. Good article coming up. Strong geomagnetic storm predicted. The coronal mass ejection CME is heading straight for Earth on, let's see, NOAA forecasters say that strong Z3 class geomagnetic storms are possible when it arrives on December 9th. There's a full halo CME. You can click on it and see what it looks like. It was launched on December 6th by an M8 class solar flare from sunspot 4299. It is as potent as NOAA thinks. It could spark auroras from Arctic Circle to mid-latitude U.S. If it's clear, you can watch for that. And the view from the flight deck. This pilot, it sounds like a commercial pilot, took a picture of the auroras while he was flying from, let's see where he went, 37,000 feet. It's another successful Dreamliner flight from Calgary to London. Excellent article, good picture. Got time to take a look. Currently, there's 7 sunspot groups on the sun. That's about it for me, Dave. Everybody have a great rest of the week. We'll see you tomorrow if we can. NTAD in the group. 7-3, everyone. N8WS.
All right there, Bill. Thanks very much. Sounds like an exciting day in space, if not even colorful. You have a good one. Always appreciate your reports, and you have a safe start to your week. We'll listen for you throughout. Take care. Thomas, KD8QMP, good morning. Happy Monday to you. Cliff, you're up next.
This is KD8QMP. Good morning. Morning to everybody on the net and all the listeners. Nice morning here, though it's on the cool side. I had 23 degrees the last time I checked. Looks like the skies are pretty clear, too, so we'll see what comes in today, if anything. I think maybe tomorrow we might get some weather. But that's about it here, so just wanted to check in and say good morning to everybody. Hope everybody had a decent weekend, and hope everybody has a real pleasant day today. So I'll turn it back to you, Dave. This is KD8QMP 73 to all. Have a great day.
All right there, Thomas. Thanks a lot for joining us at this hour of a Monday morning. You have a great start to your week, and maybe we'll catch you soon here at one of the events. Just a reminder to everybody to go to w8wky.org for a list of everything that's going on with the Sierra Club. Let's see, Cliff, N8VFK, good morning. Nice to have you aboard again, Cliff. Scott up in Vermilion, you're up next.
NTAG is in the net. This is N8VFK. Good morning, Dave. Good morning to everybody on the net. Here in Columbia Station, currently I've got 22 degrees, 12 on the dew point, 66 humidity, and currently sitting at 30.34 on the barometer. Is holding steady. No wind to speak of. I even looked at the top of the trees and didn't see any leaves fluttering around. Hey, Dave, I was looking at your QRZ page, and I see that little graphic you got up there, coffee before talkie. I had to share a little story with you. Back in the day, when we were living up to the motto of haze gray and underway, we've had times where we were running low on supplies, and they'd actually recycle coffee grounds and then filtering them using the old paper towel filters, which is quite fitting because they help wash down the scrambled eggs that were made out of powdered egg and powdered milk. I tell you, the two combinations just did not work, but coffee, gotta have it anyway. So there you go. NTADs, NAVFK, back to net control.
Roger, Cliff. Yeah, you got to get the hamster spinning on the wheel before you put her in gear, that's for sure. And somebody's got to wake up the hamsters. And, I remember being a little kid and at my great-grandma's place. I even remember her rebrewing coffee the second time in the evening and things like that, washing the tinfoil. I guess maybe in some ways we've made some progress. Hi. Anyway, it's nice to have you aboard, Cliff. Thanks for the memories. And, coffee before talkie. I highly recommend that based on experience. 73, my friend, have a happy Monday and be safe. We're going to go up to the shores of Lake Erie and grab Scott, KEA-VOX. Always nice to hear you, Scott. Over to you.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, all the listeners. This is KEA-VOX. Scott up here on the shores of Lake Erie, Vermilion, Ohio. Yeah, seems like we're starting out pretty decent today there, Dave. 27.5 air temperature. The barometers are rising at 30.09. The wind's out of the east-southeast at around 2 miles an hour. It's been letting up, so hopefully the waves start getting a little smaller, because we're at about 2-foot waves, just under 2-foot waves right now. But the water's getting colder. It's 40.8 degrees. So can't wait for December 20th and the days start getting longer. Maybe it's the 21st. I don't know. One of those 2 days, I just can't wait for it. These long, dark days really suck.
But that's all I got. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks for getting me in there, Dave, and everybody have a great day. The KE8 VOX, sending it back to net control.
Roger there, Scott. Well, you are at the mercy of the lake temperature, and I like it when it freezes over and then we don't get any more lake effect snow. I like that. And I have to agree 100% on the length of days. I keep on waiting for Bill NAWS to tell us that the length of day is starting to get longer. I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm one of those people who thinks, get up when the sun comes up, gets up, and go to bed when the sun goes down. Seems perfectly normal to me. Happy Monday, Scott. Again, always nice to chat with you, especially on a Monday. We'll go from VOX to VQX. Hey, Joe, good morning. Happy Monday to you.
NTAG, this is KE8VQX. Good morning to you, Dave, and the net. Thanks for getting me in. Coffee before talkie, that's a good one. I'm just starting my third Americano, so that ought to do it until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm hoping. But yeah, that sure does help. Let's see, back in town for a few days. Played around with the Clear Node and a travel router on my last trip in the hotels, and kind of got it figured out. There's a few things I need to work on. ClearNode's great. I'm RF today, which is nice. But ClearNode's cool. The only slippery slope there is it could lead to beds on the air, which I'm trying to avoid. But that's one of the nice things about it. You walk around the house and still get on the net if you can't reach it with an HT. Played around with some DMR too. I'm starting to get a fingertip grasp of that. Which is also interesting. Anyway, thanks for getting me in, Dave. I'll give it back to you. This is KE8VQX, back to NTAD.
All right, Joe, thanks for taking in. Do appreciate it. And I got to start learning about some of these digital check-in modes myself. Just behind the times, Not really a Luddite, but the Luddites are a very interesting story, by the way. I'm starting to try to do that. And the thing that ties it together is I'm also learning how to sew this winter. And that ties in with the Luddite comment. Hi. Anyways, have a good one. Always appreciate you being here. We'll look forward to seeing you at a Sarah Club here soon. And I'm going to pick up Phil. I think I heard you in there, K8PJW, and then we're going to get Dan.
NTAD, K8PJW. Good morning, Dave, and good morning to the Barometer Net out there. Great to hear everyone this morning. Yeah, I was kind of wondering. I heard the response beep, so I figured you might have heard something, but I'm glad you picked me out of the mess there. Anyway, we're starting the day off here at 18 degrees, headed up to 26, 34 tomorrow. So it'll be a freezer day today. Cloudy skies all day long. Barometer set 30.33, and the conspiracy gods are being a bit merciful. We dropped 4 cents to 281. So there's that. Still nursing my strained shoulder. The week is littered with appointments, so we got to attend to those. Friday, my XYL had a recital with her piano, and it was a wonderful event. She did great, and so did the other players. It was just interesting. You have a wide range of students that do their recital there, from new to experienced. But it's interesting to hear the progression as they get more experience. Saturday we went Christmas tree hunting, and we managed to find one that fit the bill, so that was good, and looking forward to the Christmas party or extravaganza this Thursday. With that, I'll take a break for time. Okay, so in 1864, James Clerk Maxwell papered A Dynamic Theory of Electromagnetic Fields, was first read by the Royal Society in London and later published in 1865. 1931, coaxial cable is patented. Espen Sheet and Alpha patent for AT&T helped develop the concentric conducting system for telephone lines, enabling long-distance communication. 1985, one of the first personal computer shops opens up in Mission Valley, California. The Byte Shop sells its first 50 Apple I computers at a retail price of $666.66. And in 2019, at 3 Anheuser-Busch properties, Merrimack, New Hampshire, St. Louis, Missouri, and Fort Collins, Colorado, 896 couples gathered to kiss under a mistletoe, setting a Guinness World Record. And that's the way it was. This is KAPJW. Back to the net.
All right there, Phil. Thank you for increasing our knowledge on a daily basis. I will say nothing about anybody's retention abilities, though, but at least they can't say they weren't fed the information. Thanks, Phil. Always appreciate it. Fun to listen to you. Wishing you and yours a very happy Monday. Be safe, and we'll listen for you with the other guys throughout the week. Take care. Let me get Dan in here, W8AJF, and we'll make another call for check-ins here.
Yeah, good morning. Always love to check in once in a while. Weather's perfect here in sunny downtown Columbia Station with in the 20s. So I'm happy with it as long as it's not too windy. And we're getting ready to go head on out, do a little bit of volunteering. So it's going to be a good day. Anyways, nice hearing from everybody in the net. And Bill in AWS with his report. So that's about it. 73s and back to net control. W8AJF.
All right there, Dan. Nice to talk to you on a Monday morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Barometer Net. Glad you're volunteering today. I'm volunteering to work today. And again, wish you a safe and happy Monday. We'll talk to you again soon. Before I call for check-ins, let me double check. Are the JAXs out there, Rod and Wendy? I know you guys may be in transport, but Rod and Wendy are coming up for the Christmas party is what I heard. W8K8 JAXs, are you online? Nothing hurt. Just thought we'd give them a try. It is past the hour. Let's go ahead and make one more call for check-ins. One more call for check-ins for this Sarah Barometer Net Monday morning edition. Please call now.
W8WK Kilo Charlie 1 Victor Quebec Sierra KC1 BQS. Paul in Maine.
November 8, Mike Kilo Romeo Mobile.
5 Romeo Bravo Golf KC5 RBG. Shannon in Tulsa, short time. Kilo Charlie 5 Romeo Bravo Golf KC5 RBG. Shannon in Tulsa, short time.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Romeo Zulu, Terry and Ellen from West Virginia, and I'll be in and out this morning. 73 is all, KF8ERZ.
All right, I got Terry, ERZ, in and out, thanks, and be safe this Monday. I got Sean, Real Big Guns, short time, I'll get right to you. I got VQS and MKR. Anybody else?
Whiskey 2, Alpha Juliet Victor, Anthony in South Jersey.
we got you, Anthony. Thanks very much. We'll get to you in a second. KC5 RBG, good morning, Shannon. How are you? And we'll throw a happy Monday in your direction.
Good morning from Tulsa, KC5RBG. Well, last I checked, it was 30. I'm not sure exactly what our wind chill is right now. I'm fixing to find out, though, as I'm about to walk out the door and go get a shot in my eye on this nice Monday early morning. Gosh, what a way to start my morning. Hope everyone's having a better morning than that. I'll say that. And I will hopefully get to come home and, maybe take another nap. That'd be nice. Hope everyone has a wonderful, blessed day and a wonderful, blessed week. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless in 73. Back to net control.
All right there, Shannon. What a way to start the week. I say after getting a shot in the eye, you deserve a nap. I hope it's a long one, too, and then wake up for some dinner. Wishing you the best, and be safe this Monday. Nice to catch you on a Monday morning. I know I hear you on some of the Beacon Net stuff. So take care of yourself, and thanks for joining us on a Monday morning. Let's jump up to Paul, KC1 VQS. And then stand by MKR.
Well, good morning, Dave, and everyone on the net. It's cold here today. We're at 14, but tonight we're going to drop below zero, unfortunately. Hopefully it will be short-lived, though. But it's been cold, and we got a few inches of snow last night, so after the net I'm going to have to be doing some shoveling and plowing and all that good stuff. But it's sunny, and we've got a wind. Looks like it's out of the north. I'm not sure how strong it is. The treetops aren't moving too much, but they are snow-laden. It's really pretty out, I have to say. It's very wintry looking. And that's what's going on here. We had my men's choir had their Christmas concert yesterday afternoon, and that went well. It was combined. Of course, this is affiliated with the University of Maine. It was combined with 3 other choral groups. So we each have our own small section of 20 minutes and then a combined one at the end. And with the combined group, there were about 200 of us. And that's always fun to do. It's a lot of work. I'm glad when it's done, but I will sign up and look forward to it next year as well. So that's what's up here in Maine today. This is KC1 DQS. Back to you, Dave.
All right. Well, it sounds like you're transitioning into the season and getting ready for the new year. So it sounds like you are in tune with the seasons and nature there. So have fun with the singing group. We've got... Actually, Northeast Ohio here has one of the largest men's choir groups around. A couple of my friends sing in that. I never did the choir thing. I've always been an instrumentalist. I've been too embarrassed by my own voice to sing, I suppose. But you enjoy singing and get in the Christmas spirit. We'll listen to see how it goes here and enjoy the winter weather while you got it. I'm sure it's beautiful. Let's see, N8MKR, good morning, John. Happy Monday to you. This is NTAD.
NTAD in the net. This is N8MKR Mobile. Mobile in Akron, Ohio on 77, headed to Richfield. Top of the morning to you in the net. It's going to be a great day. A little chilly. That's all I got. Had a great weekend. Got to hold my granddaughter again. Always makes for a great day. 3, N8MKR.
I'm not sure who's calling me at 8 o'clock in the morning, but we'll see who that was in a minute. All right. Thanks a lot there, John, and be safe out on the road there for sure. And we'll listen for you later on. Make sure you get everywhere safely. We got one more on the list, and then we'll clean everything up here. W2AJV, good morning, Anthony. Happy Monday to you.
Good morning, Dave, and this is W2AJV. Happy Monday to you, Dave. You're doing a stellar job with the net, and good morning to everyone on the net. Yeah, I had a nice QSO with Cliff and Adam, and I think Tom was in there. NAT Dave was really good. We went over antennas, and then Jim poked his head in, WB8 BMW, and we had a great time. And I like checking in on this scour repeater, and I thank you that I'm able to check in. So we have a temperature right now in southern New Jersey of 29 degrees, and we're only looking for a high of freezing, 32 degrees, and a low of 22 degrees. So it's going to be cold, and I'm not a fan of winter at all. I am waiting for summertime and the Phillies and the baseball season. And whenever I think of Ohio, of course, I think of one of the greatest players in baseball, Pete Rose. Pete played a great game. So with that, I will turn it back to net control. Dave, 73, you're doing a great job with the net. And if I may secure, I need to go over to another net and check in. So 73, NT8D, this is W2AJV. Back to net control, 73 clear.
All right there, Anthony. Well, thanks for joining us on the Monday Morning Barometer Net. I was fortunate enough to be working in television news during the time that the Reds went wire to wire. So I got to meet Pete in the news studio a number of times. Interesting character, a lot of fun, boisterous, and very self-confident. Anyways, those were the days. Have fun, be safe, enjoy your next net. We're at the bottom of the list. We're just past the top of the hour. We'll make this one last call for check-ins. One last call for check-ins to the Monday Morning Barometer Net. This is your chance to slip in under the wire.
KYYY Mobile, we better be in and out.
All right, KYY, do I have to call Kilo Yankee?
Dalton.
Just doubled with another check-in. I'll get back to you in a second. Let me clear the first call here. Kilo 8 Yankee. Do I have the call right?
Yeah, QSL. Paul's the name.
Gotcha, Paul. Thanks. And the guy I just stepped on, almost had enough to recognize the voice. Come on back.
KF8, ELA, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Lima Alpha, Zach and Dalton.
KD8, ZSH, Randy and Akron.
All right, Randy, I'll get to you in a second on a recheck there. Paul, I got your call correct. Zach, KF8ELA, you get slot number 42 this morning. Congratulations. You're mobile, so go ahead.
NTAD in the net. Good morning, everyone. This is KF8ELA. We're just on our way into work here, slipping in under the wire like I usually do. But we had a good weekend. My brother's got a 3D printer, and I've been sending him a couple of prints and versioning through a couple different designs. And if anybody's got a Yaesu STM radio and needs a new flat mount for the back of a remote head, I'll have a file ready here, hopefully by the end of the week. That's been a fun exercise, getting some good memories from my CAD skills in college and refreshing some of those skills here. But anyway, that's all I've got. I will send it back to net. This is KF8ELA.
All right, Zach, thanks for checking in and saying hello. Have fun making things, and we'll hear from you and see how it all turns out. You be safe out on the road, and happy Monday at you. Let's go back and pick up Randy here, KD8ZSH. Randy, welcome back.
KD8ZSH. Good morning, Dave. Had to step away from the mic for a little bit. The dogs required some attention. Just nothing much to say. Just want to say hi to everybody. Hope your day turns out really great. KD8ZSH clear and back to the net. 73s.
All right there, Randy. Thanks for checking back in with us. I'm glad it was just the puppies needing the attention. Wishing you and your daughter the very best, and wishing you both a happy Monday. Take care of each other, and we'll talk to you again soon. Anybody else before I call in our closer? I'm going to call him in here in a second. Anybody else? We already got number 42 in. All right, we're going to bring this thing down to a safe and pleasant landing. W8CTM Carey, you get slot number 43 this morning, my friend. Happy Monday.
Good morning, Dave, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there on this marvelous Monday morning. It is looking pretty nice out there. Cold, but that's that time of year where it's always cold. Or generally speaking, anyhow. Well, I don't have anything. Had a pretty good weekend. Hope everybody had a good weekend out there, and hope everybody's week goes well. That's for sure. It's a busy time of year. There's no doubt about that with Christmas coming up. But anyway, it'll slack off, I'm sure. And I just hope it doesn't get a lot colder, but they're saying we're going to have a pretty cold Christmas this year, so we'll see what that brings us. But it's coming up not too far down the road. Anyway, that's about all I have this morning. I do want to ask everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do every day. So with that, I'll turn it back to NTAD. This is W8CTM, Gary at Portage Lakes. Everybody have a magnificent Monday, and hopefully the week goes well for everybody out there. So that's 73 all, and back to you there, Dave, to close it up. And 43 is good. We got our number today, got our 42, so that's really good there. Great net. Everybody have a great day, and back to you there, Dave. 73 all.
All right there, Kerry. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, it was a fun net. I had a couple of new to me on the Barometer Net check-ins this morning, and it was a great way to start the week. We got our 42 plus, and it is getting to be Christmassy and busy. I got concerts at the Hermit Club this weekend. You can find the Hermit Club online up in Cleveland, the country's oldest continuously operating private arts organization. You Cuyahoga Falls Christmas show next weekend, or 2 days before Christmas, a couple days before Christmas. That's selling out up at the Little Theater. And then, of course, we do the sing-along carols at the Hofbrau House on Christmas Eve day. We do 2 sets starting at like noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon there after we do the Hermit Club set too. So lots of Christmas music coming up. Boy, the arthritis is going to get to me this year, I think. We'll see how it goes. But thanks a lot there, Kerry. Always nice to have you close this up. Let me go ahead and give the official wrap up here, and we'll hand back the repeater. At this point, it's all about giving thank yous. I want to thank everybody who checked into the net and all our listeners. You are the net. I want to thank the founders of the net, Garlock, K8BYR, Dorothy, WBHATW, and Tom, K8DSD, as well as Ron, KD8CVS, the grand poobah of all net control operators. He used to run this thing from 5 in the morning until 9 in the morning. Yeah, what a guy. We are here Monday through Saturday. We start about 7, go for about an hour, sometimes a little bit longer. So please join us whenever you can on the W8WKY repeater, 147.39 megahertz in beautiful Doylestown, Ohio. With that, we will return this frequency to regular amateur radio use. Happy Monday, 73. Everybody, please be safe out on the road.
Yeah, Dave, I did see that 015 wasn't connected this morning, but I was concentrating on the JXs, looking for them in that list, KSFQV.
Thanks there, Mark. Yeah, I don't know who connects and disconnects the repeaters there. I'm not the digitally literate one in the group. And we're just hoping that the JXs are making safe travels. Looking forward to seeing them at the Christmas party. NTAD.
W8WKY.
Yep, I got 3 parties this week. Tonight, P Cars. I see Phil down there. Thursday, the Silvercreek group with Wooster. And then Friday, the Cars group over on over something 3 over in North Royalton on Friday. Then my partying is all done. So KSUP-QV. And for those all listening, Route 8, the situation at Glenwood's cleared up. And of course, you cannot get on Perkins 8 North at Perkins, and you cannot get off at Glenwood. That's going to be like that for a year and a half. So you can't get off at Glenwood from Route 8 North. So, and you can't get on to go north from Perkins. You have to go south and go around and get back on in. Booked though. KSUP-QV.
Yeah, my shortcut is across the Merriman Valley if I got to take a shortcut. Unfortunately, Thursday is the only day I don't have a music commitment, so I am able to go to the Christmas party. So, anyways, I got to get dressed for work there, Mark. You have a good Monday. Be safe. NTAD.
All right, Dave, yep. And I read a thing, I seen Idea Stream, and there was news clips. I guess they're going to do implosions on that bridge, parts of it, the Route 8. I think they're going to I think they're going to peel the asphalt off, I would think. I think they would take the decking material off, and then I think they would sever just the steel frame structure. I don't think they're going to do the whole thing. I think they'll take as much as they can, piece by piece, but I think when it gets to the actual frame, I could see them drop in the center section, take that out, and then drop either side. But I read anything in the news that they're going to do implosions with that bridge. I venture to say there's going to be 3 of them, I would think. One in the center to drop the center section, one to drop one side of the arch, and then one to drop the other side of the arch. I venture to say. So, but we'll find out. Time will only tell, because they're already doing demo. So, KSFQV. Yep, and drive safe, all.